Right, I'm waking up at the computer still. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer, Bear. We've been up for hours. That Sea Ladies track this morning, they had a very early start, but that's their track this morning. So, 2 and 2 equals 6. I wonder if they're putting out the 5 not marker boys. That's what that could potentially look like. Anyway, they had an early start. For God's sake. For God's sake. As we were leaving here yesterday, there were a couple of people carrying refuse sacks of rubbish. I had the impression that because I had sort of walked up towards them when they were there with their rubbish, they did not put them by the bin at the opposite end of the gardens. So yeah, they carried on sort of walking down the road carrying these, overloaded refuse sacks full of their rubbish. And I thought it was a bit strange at the time, but I just carried on home. So clearly they walked down the road and put them by this bin. And what's happened, the seagulls, I presume, have emptied the rubbish out all over the floor here. It's all over the place. Never mind the coffee cup and what have you that's been dumped in the street up here behind us. That's a different ballgame. But it is a shocking mess here. A shocking mess. Right, Bear's doing what he does. We'll be getting out very shortly. What time is it? It's 9:30. Let's try and get a bit of that in the camera. That's what I'm talking about. That's the scene that greets us here with everybody just walking by like it doesn't exist. And that's precisely what those people were carrying, the black refuse sacks full of rubbish. They just dump them by the bin and there it is. So we'll get the coffee cup and just throw it on the grass in the flipping gardens here. All the magpies and everything are picking through this rubbish here. God's sake. For God's sake. Be free. You're gonna have to wait, Bear. Just wait, mate.
That can stay as it is.
Well, no, you can't say it.
Well, I'm not taking that off. What's it? No, my job is to empty the flat bin.
Oh, all right.
Not to pick up after
Can you give me your spare bag?
I'll pick it up.
You will.
What it is,
They put the bags near the bin and the birds have torn it all out.
but it's not the household rubbish, it's the litter.
Yeah, I realise that, but we can't leave it there. If you give me a bag, I'll fill it. Thank you.
I mean, the other bin right down the bottom as you're coming up the hill,
Yeah.
3 litre bin, 3 bags full, like, take out that bin.
Actually, there's a guy that lives on Furs and Green. He routinely puts his rubbish by the bin.
Yeah. And that's
Just
just
put
ridiculous.
that in the top.
You know, to leave it by the bin, they know there's seagulls there, they know the
Yeah.
seagulls are different to
I know. I saw the people that did it actually yesterday, and I felt that they were going to do something like this.
It's just nearly everywhere I go.
Are you sticking around? Can I give it to you?
Yeah, I'm going to fill it. I've got to put a bag in.
Oh right, I'll be as quick as I can then.
Yeah, it's just everywhere you go, it's the same, you know.
I know, people are awful, aren't they?
And it just frustrates me to hell that. I mean, this morning, there was a wardrobe next to the bin.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to get a wardrobe in there, am I?
They've thrown the old hotel site up the road here, they've thrown the mattress over. So it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
One day it's got me to face. It's a public bin. I said it's a public litter bin. That's what it is, right?
I'm getting a bit out of breath here. Now I'll see a feeding and stuff.
I'll get another bag and I'll put that.
I think that'll do it, won't it?
No, I'll get another bag.
No, it'll go in here.
Are you sure? It'll go. Right now, I'm just in the bag and after that last thing down here, it's all over the bloody place.
Sounds good, that's good. Little bits of it everywhere, some birds. Birds did it. Yeah, I know. Oh no. No word. You're just glad it's all gone? Well, a little bit. I'll have to stay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Cheers. Right, I need to sit and recover. Wait, Bear, mate. I need to pick the dirt out from underneath my fingernails. It's not a nice way to start my day, was it? Strange van that man had for his bin emptying. It didn't seem big enough. I don't know how many bins he empties. He also had a, well, I wasn't going to say, but he had a bit of a strange attitude. Funny old world, isn't it? I wonder how much he gets paid. It's riches. The riches that his income is compared to mine. And he's complaining about having to pick up rubbish like that. Funny old world, isn't it? Right. I need to, as I said, get the dirt out from underneath my fingernail there. It's you. Hello, wolves. How are you doing? Yeah, that's the camera, mate. Yeah, I'll wipe my fingers on you, mate. Where's he gone? 100 miles an hour, look at him. You're a crazy dog, yes you are. Good morning.
Lovely to see you.
Crazy dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him. Morning.
Morning.
All right.
No, you can't have any more.
Morning.
Morning.
Okay. Morning. Okay. Picking up more rubbish. Today is all about my sister is flying back. Well, has flown back from America again. She arrived early this morning, about 7 o'clock. She's getting a coach to Paynton. I have offered to pick her up from Paynton, despite her protestations not to. You know, she's going to have a very large case, so the plan is we'll be leaving the bear home with sister number 1, bear sitting, and I'll be driving to Paynton to pick up sister number 2. That is what today is all about. 2:30, I believe, was the latest estimate of when the coach arrives. We shall have more accurate confirmation of that hopefully later. What the F is that? Flipping heck. It'll be one of those sort of days then.